Drone swarms released by Mothership targeting CIA's Langley Air Force Base last December. This, according to former senior security official at the Pentagon, Chris Mellon. His statement to Daily Mail was that this was part of a much larger pattern affecting national security. His claim was back in December of 2023. For 17 nights in a row, small UFO drones swarmed Langley Air Force Base. He states that they flash red, green, and white lights while flying at high speeds, penetrating restricted airspace in Virginia. Two of the notable aspects, he said, are the fact our drone signal jamming devices have proven ineffective, and these craft are making no effort to remain concealed. In fact, in some instances, as Mellon took pains to emphasize, it is clear they want to be seen as though they were taunting us. Mellon, who served as Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Intelligence under both President Clinton and George W. Bush, told DailyMail.com that since last year's Langley events, a similar series of intrusions has also occurred over Palmdale, California. An hour's drive north of Los Angeles, Palmdale is home to defense contractor Lockheed Martin's classified Skunk Works, which made the F-22. A spokesperson for Edwards Air Force Base near Palmdale told the War Zone this August that investigators were monitoring that situation to determine if there is any ill intent. Even if not, we are trying to find out why or who is doing it. Similar efforts are still underway on the East Coast at Langley, but the commander of its Air Combat Command, General Mark Kelly, said the government is simply stumped. The bizarre craft above Langley, home to at least half the Air Force's fleet of F-22 Raptor stealth fighters, led to 2 weeks of emergency White House meetings. U.S. Air Force General Mark Kelly wasn't sure what to make of reports that a suspicious fleet of unidentified aircraft had been flying over Langley Air Force Base on Virginia's shoreline. Kelly, a decorated senior commander at the base, got on top of the squadron rooftop to see for himself. He joined a handful of other officers responsible for a clutch of the nation's most advanced jet fighters, including F-22 Raptors, for several nights. Military personnel had reported a mysterious breach of restricted airspace over a stretch of land that has one of the largest concentrations of national security facilities in the U.S. The show usually starts 45 minutes to an hour after sunset, another senior leader told Kelly. The first drone arrived shortly. Kelly, a career fighter pilot, estimated it was roughly 20 feet long and flying at more than 100 miles an hour at an altitude of roughly 3,000 to 4,000 feet. At an altitude of roughly 3,000 to 4,000 feet. Other drones followed, one by one, sounding in distance like a parade of lawnmowers. The drones headed south across Chesapeake Bay toward Norfolk, Virginia, and over an area that includes the home base for the Navy's SEAL Team 6 and Navy Station Norfolk, the world's largest naval port. Officials didn't know if the drone fleet, which numbered as many as a dozen or more over the following nights, belonged to clever hobbyists or hostile forces. Some suspected that Russia or China deployed them to test the response of American forces. Federal law prohibits the military from shooting down drones near military bases. As of now, federal law prohibits the military from shooting down drones near military bases in the U.S. unless they pose an imminent threat. Aerial snooping doesn't qualify, though some lawmakers hope to give the military greater leeway. Reports of the drones reached President Biden and set off 2 weeks of White House meetings after they first appeared in December of last year. Officials from agencies including the Defense Department, Federal Bureau of Investigation, and the Pentagon's UFO office joined outside the experts to throw out possible explanations as well as ideas about how to respond. Drone incursions into restricted airspace were already worrying national security officials. 2 months earlier, in October 2023, 5 drones flew over a government site used for nuclear weapons experiments. The Energy Department's Nevada National Security Site outside Las Vegas detected 4 of the drones over 3 days. Employees spotted a 5th. And over the past 10 months, Air Force investigators, local police, and even NASA analysts operating the space agency's high-tech WB-57F research plane have all taken a crack at trying to identify the mysterious craft, with no answers in sight. One such Mothership case was investigated by Federal Aviation Administration Special Agent Michael Bumberger over Nebraska, government records show. Local sheriffs reported seeing 30 to 50 unusual craft flying independently of one another, with a larger mothership hovering nearby for hours. At Langley last December, Air Force personnel equipped with drone busters, signal jamming weaponry designed to counter remotely piloted enemy drones, reported that the mysterious craft failed to register on their anti-drone devices. Rennenkampf expressed skepticism that the objects will prove to be foreign espionage platforms, given the ostentatious, showy nature of their flights. The multiple consistent reports of bright, flashing lights and formation flying suggest that some actor, be it a drone operator or otherwise, was putting on a show of impunity at considerable risk over a key military facility, he noted. If this was a foreign intelligence gathering operation, he continued, the brazen nature of the incursion makes it some of the worst collection tradecraft imaginable. While still remaining agnostic about the solution to these alarming national security measures, some of America's most scientifically minded UFO investigators told DailyMail.com that they suspect culprits to be closer to home. The activation of a specialized NASA aircraft equipped with what may be the most sophisticated airborne camera system in the world suggests that the U.S. government was truly baffled by these incidents, said former Obama-era Pentagon appointee and frequent columnist at The Hill, Marieke van Rennenkamp. Electrical engineer John Tedesco, who runs a mobile lab affiliated with Harvard's Galileo project, told Daily Mail, I would tend to agree with Mark that these are not from a foreign entity. Some obvious telling signs, such as the engine noise generated, altitude, and travel velocity, make me believe that it is some locally staged activity, Tedesco advised. Richard Hoffman, an information technology specialist at the Army's Redstone Arsenal, who has worked on projects to counter drone incursions at U.S. military bases, noted that solving the mystery poses major technical and bureaucratic hurdles. We are in the process of fielding countermeasures at the sensitive Department of Defense locations, but it requires coordination with the FCC, FAA, and others to deploy them, Hoffman told Daily Mail. Concerns about frequencies that could interfere with public and commercial uses has been an issue, he noted. There are documented cases where GPS on commercial aircraft have been affected near military bases. Outside of his official duties, Hoffman is also a co-founder of a nonprofit scientific coalition for UAP studies, devoted to studying unidentified aerial phenomena, once called UFOs. It is also a concern that these drones are using frequencies not used by traditional drones, he said. It rules out commercial drones from within the U.S., which are regulated. Officials at Langley would appear to agree, admitting that the December 2023 drone swarms proved to be impossible to pin down. So y'all, I can't help but wonder, did the U.S. military's defense against these drones cause the UFO crash landings in Washington and the surrounding areas just a few days ago? Could they have come up with countermeasures to target the motherships and bring them down out of the sky? I'm just saying, this is all for entertainment purposes only, and this is only speculation, but do you think they could be related? The fact that they were trying to find and figure out frequencies that would contact these drones and possibly bring them out of the sky has me wondering, have they found frequencies that could take these motherships out of the sky? Or was it in fact foreign entities? It's hard to say, but people are leaning towards the UFO theory. These drones are so technologically advanced, they're more advanced than anything the US military has. We probably have the cream of the crop when it comes to drone technology. Unprecedented, crazy stuff. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Is this US military technology? Is it foreign technology? Or is it UFO technology? Are extraterrestrials curious as to what we're doing on our bases? Maybe our technology's getting too advanced. You never know. Let me know in the comments. Stay in the love, stay in the light, be kind to others. I am out.